Aquarius, don't it suck to meet the person of your dreams, to meet your soulmate when you're married? That's the energy, the best way I can describe it. I don't know if you're married or if this is true for you, but there is a sense of you having a full-on commitment to something. Now, it could be a job, depending on like where you're at in your life and what involvement you have in your life going on like right now. But there is this sense right now that you have really committed yourself to one thing, but something that is just so tempting is drawing you away. Now, I'm not calling you fickle. I'm not even implying it. I think it, really what it is you could not have predicted this in a million years. There's just this energy of you love what you do. You love who you're with. You love your current situation. You take a great deal of joy in it, even though it may have its ups and downs a lot. Even the ups and downs, even the complications are things that you take pride in being able to figure out and how to work out. But there just seems to be this like upswing with you in terms of popularity or notoriety or opportunity, which is wonderful. And you don't really want to say no. So how do you... I don't think that you can say no. I don't know. I mean, Bridges of Madison County is almost a little too cliche of a scenario to use with this. But there is a sense of opportunities present themselves to you. And I feel like you would be acutely aware of the fact that it's more of a sin to ignore the possibility, to ignore the fate, than it could ever be or ever would be for cheating on, leaving behind. But it's none of those things. That's what I want to say. Your destiny, the energy that you're in right now, is more aligned with destiny than it is with practicality. And you're so attuned to that, and you understand that there is this sense of like knowing, like wanting inside your heart without judgment towards yourself of why do you even want those things. But simultaneously, there is that realistic knowledge of this is going to hurt somebody. This is going to disappoint them. I might influence or impact somebody else. And of course, you're very conscientious minded. It's interesting. You're conscientious minded more toward a big group. I heard a statement the other day, like Aquarius likes people more in groups than they do individually. And I wouldn't necessarily say that, but you do love the concept of humanity, and all its offerings. A true transcendentalist, if you will. Humanity at large is godlike for you. But people individually can be very irritating, very boring, very limiting. And sort of like, not stepping stones, hopping from one to the other, because you're fixed energy. I don't want to see you give up this opportunity because it's an experience that was meant for you. And you see the big enough picture. Like, I think you are acutely aware that this is meant for you. And there's got to be some kind of action on it. But there's just this sense of, okay, but I also don't want to give up what I've built, what I have. I also don't want to surrender and sacrifice it because I may not even have to. That might not even be a requirement. This may not be a long-term thing. It's just something that I have to do. It's a tremendous amount of inspiration, growth. There's just so much. This is right. This is so right. I have to do it. A certainty of sorts. I have to say, those of you who are with very understanding people, who are either in relationships with or surrounded by people who don't block you in, you know, square you off, try to rub off your edges, like, you're very, very lucky right now. Because what you need is a very fluid environment. There has to be that flexibility for you right now. Because you are being called to do something. I feel the pull of fate on you. And I can't see completely down the line as to where it's going to end up. But I know, I can feel, it may not even, I can feel that it's not about down the line. It's about this moment. It's about seizing the day. Carpe diem. If there is anything that I could tell you or even title this video, it's Carpe Diem. You've got to grab this. I don't think it means that you don't love somebody. I don't think it means that you are really cheating on somebody, because whatever this opportunity is, it's more of an experience than it is a commitment to a whole new way of life. It's just an experience that you have to have in order to understand life in the way that you want to. And there has to be some tangible interaction with this curiosity right now. It can't just be conceptual. I think a few weeks ago you were content to just try this conceptually. It may not even be this. You were just content with concept. Let's put it that way a few weeks ago. But now it's not this way. There's this need to interact tangibly. And maybe what was going on last week was really just prefacing or building you up for, preparing you for this moment, to be in the moment as much as and as wholly as possible. Nothing bad is going to come out of this. What I'm really feeling is that something horribly wrong will have happened if the opportunity is missed. And I don't want things to go horribly wrong for you. I want them to go right. And it's not just about live your life to the fullest. Seize the day, boy. Seize the day. Remember that scene from Dead Poets Society? Robin Williams, extraordinary performance. Why he didn't win an Oscar for that, I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, who won that year? I'm not sure. But it's like, how do you pass something up that's so perfect? You shouldn't. You can't. It's wrong. It's wrong, and it will forever be immortalized as wrong for giving up the opportunity. You don't want that. This is like a hole in the fabric of the universe that is supposed to be filled up. It's not supposed to be left gaping open. That would be completely wrong. That would be wrong. I really just hope that you are surrounded by people who understand this. But I think that there is such an alignment with fate in you right now. There is a sense of, not that you don't care about them. It's not that you don't care or have respect for them. But there is this sense of, I got to do what I got to do. And it makes me sad if you don't want to come along. But simultaneously, I got to do this. And I have to leave you behind if you don't want to come along. You're jumping in, Aquarius. You're jumping in. trying to think what is impacting you right now, planetary wise. I just don't remember what the charts look like. I did take a preview of them. There's a lot of grand trines that are happening in Earth this week, which is, excuse me, it's not, I don't think it's so much calling us to be rational as it is giving us the practicality and the resources, the understanding of how to make something real. This is a good energy to manifest something in. By next week, the full moon will be in Virgo. No. The full moon will be in Pisces and the sun will be in Virgo, which are polar opposites. They are. Interesting how that happens. Our emotions and our psyche is in one place, and our life is in another. Seems like there's a duality in that, but in reality, it's just two halves of the same whole. How do you cure a duality without exploring it? You've got to. And if there's been a divide in you or a confusion in you, you've got to heal it. Normally, I already have the cards ready. This is odd. Your whole reading was a little bit odd, to say that. Just intuitively, even. Interesting. Yeah, this is a stinker, all right. Hold on. I think there's practicality in this chaos. Very interesting energy. Wow. Yeah. Yep. You maybe even, okay. You may be even trying to disguise. Yeah, this is causing a great hardship in you. A great divide in you. What is this? Clusterfuck. Okay. There's a lot of Virgo energy on the table. A lot. Which is calling for... No, listen, Virgo really likes to figure out a way to get what they want. And they can. They can make the selfish make sense. Weird sounds in my neighborhood. Weird. Know your worth, but it's in reverse. There is a sense of trying to smell like a rose when you don't. There is this sense of trying to hide a stink. And this is disloyalty. I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're dealing with, but this is definitely somebody that's trying to get away with something. And that usually is infidelity or not being a good friend. Figuring out that somebody, this is Cancerian energy, somebody isn't as good of a friend as you thought. You can't trust them. Interesting. It's trying to hide a stink that's there. It's futile. It's like this is the energy of, it's almost the hiding it, trying to hide it is making you look worse than actually owning the stink. Now, I don't know if this is you or them, but this implies that you haven't been true to yourself. It could also be that you haven't really been true to yourself and you've been trying to hide it. You've been trying to suppress it. You've been trying to deny it. That's what this is. Gemini energy, things are coming together really rapidly. Chemistry is happening. DNA strands are coming together. Sometimes this is pregnancy. That's what I'm talking about. Things are really evolving and coming together. And it's happening so quickly. This is both Gemini cards. This sense of lots of communication, lots of chemistry, being fascinated by something, being really sucked in by someone, being sort of carried away and having such a good time with the presence of this person or this opportunity. This is like feeling good in a way that you haven't felt in a long time. You're not stuck. You're not tethered. You're not held back or held down. Instead, you're just skipping through the tulips. You don't want right now anything really holding you down. You want the freedom. You want to keep things shallow. This could be somebody getting into something extremely shallow. By not being true to yourself and getting involved in something that is just overindulging in the shallows. There is always enough. This is Piscean energy, which means there's so much emotion here. This is more Gemini energy. The North Node is in Gemini right now. This is about what are your real feelings? What do they really mean? Say them out loud. Talk about them. Compose a song about them. Like, let them out. There's so much inside of you that you have got to say. Or so much inside of them that needs to be said. Look at this. Time to collaborate and act as if. It's almost like pretend like you really want this. Pretend like you're really in it to win it. You like you really care about this circumstance. Somebody is pretending to really care about the relationship that they're building. It's almost like they got stuck in, they got sucked into it. You know, it was okay. And then they didn't want to say anything. They didn't want to say anything when they started losing interest. And when it stopped being okay and started being annoying or boring or not working out, they're still pretending like things are working out. It's the fake it till you make it card. My dog is up to something. Hold on. Thank you for your patience. I know for you it wasn't much patience, but for me it definitely was. So I appreciate it. Yeah. You don't want to disappoint somebody. But this is what you're thinking of. Like looking at the circumstance of, boy, I wish I was free from all this tedium. It's been building up for a while. The truth about this situation, it's just been building and building and building. And there is this sense of You don't want to look at it. You're trying to look away from the tediousness of this circumstance that you're in. Love is all around. More Gemini. You must be dealing with a fucking Gemini, because like these opportunities, this is like a Gemini coming at you hard and fast, or somebody that has a really free spirit, a sensibility of a very free spirit. So much attraction, so much excitement maybe that you haven't felt in a long time. Let spirit be your guide. That's the destiny. That's what I felt, of this sense of it's not here on accident. This isn't being presented to you, and it's not, I don't think it's a test. Spirit has a plan. This is fated, and it's trying to communicate it to you. I don't know if you guys have been seeing a lot of birds lately, seeing a lot of hawks, seeing just like getting a lot of communication, right? They could be cryptic communication, but it's like, you know what it means. You can tell what they mean when they say what they say. You can hear their feelings in their song. Oh, I just got that. But there hasn't been anything direct about it. They have not been direct. They've sort of been like, I feel like they're, I don't know, in a pretend relationship, or like they're not really owning it or living it fully. Really. They're not really into this. Look at this. It's like shutting yourself down and not telling the truth about what really sparks your interest, or about what you're doing to make things happen, or trying to keep it down, keep it on the low. Delusional about what, no, illusion. Bring your ideas to life. You want to do it subvertedly, or somebody wants to do it subvertedly, maybe to play it safe. But there's this sense of like moth to a flame. You can't resist. This is a very kind, sweet, young, innocent, tempting, kind of like doe-eyed little Dia. Like, it's just, you can't resist. Like a moth to a flame, you're drawn to this energy. And maybe it's this Virgo energy. I don't know if you're dealing with Virgo. No, because North Node is in Gemini, so South Node is in Sagittarius. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this. Keeping things secretive, keeping things hidden. The chaos that's going on inside of you, not really wanting to let it out. There's a lot of tumultuousness, a lot of conflict. This is a lot more serious than things were. I don't know if somebody's cheating on you or if you're cheating on them, but there's definitely a sense of, I need to be unfaithful because I'm not ready to just walk away and leave. That's what the energy is. Whether it's happening to you or somebody else, there is just that sense of I need to keep this hit. I can't deny myself this because I know it's fated, but there's a sense of you have to honor what is fated by doing it out loud. You are definitely being driven in a certain way. This is like big love, aerial view, somebody that really fucking gets you. It's like being split between maybe a Gemini and a Virgo, caught between them. You want to keep somebody in the dark about the chaos, the person that you consider to be more innocent and more delicate. Bless you, Wuzzy. Interesting. Let's see what the angels have to say. I want to go into the angel cards. Angels have a lot to say. Oh, fuck. I love you, angels. Aquarius, what just popped out is going to blow your mind. What? integrity. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. Ouch. Somebody needs to hear that shit right there. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. There's a sense of, if you think your life is going to fall apart by owning what you're feeling, it's not. In fact, I think honesty is what's going to keep it from falling apart. Compassion. When you show greater compassion toward yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. This is causing a great deal of conflict in you. And the first step for you, Aquarius, is to stop beating yourself up. Accept this for what it is. Honor the emotion. Honor maybe the person who's going through this. If somebody's experiencing these things, there's a sense of accepting it, being compassionate toward them, not judging them. And basically, you've got two free birds here. A sense of, there's the open cage. If you want me, you'll come back to me. Middle path. Embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. That's it. A sense of you can't choose between one or the other. So definitely choose both, but have the integrity to choose both out loud. Harmony. Oh, wow. Disharmony occurs because there's so much music here. I mean, look at all the music cards. And it's all Gemini. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be. This seems dissonant. It's not dissonant, Aquarius. This can fit together. Heart song. So much music here. Music has a big thing to do with this. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. Maybe you love them both. Maybe that's the truth. And trying to block somebody in with preconceived notions of what's right or wrong that's the thing that's not working. What's not working is the limitations coming from the outside, not what you want inside. What you want inside is destined to be. I want to go into tarot. I'm really curious about what's going to pop out there. The link is below, Aquarius. I'll see you over there.